all over the place.
Is that AB on your sleeve?
Yeah.
So that was custom?
Yeah, this was from when Rory and Rodney little brother got married. Yeah. Shit, this sweatshirt put on.
Custom, bro. I like that.
Shit, I'm just glad it fit, man. That motherfucking temperature dropping, dog. Crazy time. You sure right? Yeah. Hey, I'm a, when I get a chance to rock them out, I'm rock them out. You feel me? Yeah. I should have wore a t-shirt. I ain't prepared for how like the weather was gonna shift, bro. Because it was cold as shit on Saturday. It was hella cold. It was hella cold. If that's a prediction,
but it really wasn't that weather. It really wasn't that cold. It was like 55 degrees. Like that's cold.
When you've been kicking it in fucking 70 and 8-degree weather,
bro. It's October. 55 is still that's technically still. Like I'm sorry, no, it's November. 55 is technically still warm.
St. Louis got that fucking long ass fucking random ass winter. You feel me? It'd be like you be trying to get ready for spring break. It's still cold outside. I hate that for us.
Right. Is it like what, March, April?
March.
I said March. Nigga, it's still cold in March.
That's what I'm saying.
February is the month before.
It's fucked up.
We live in the Midwest.
This shit trash. Well, the political numbers.
I wanted to go right into it. Go right into it.
Right now, this is just not.
No, man.
Last time we recorded, we was like, you know what I'm saying? It's gonna be a new president. I'm like, yeah, hell yeah. Popping my shit, thinking everything's gonna be, you know what I'm saying, for Kamala Harris. I was excited to see what this is gonna look like, and I didn't even turn on the TV until like probably when there was like maybe an hour left before polls closed. I'm like, wait, what? I promise you, bro. I thought this was gonna be not a landslide. I didn't see Trump winning this, and I'm just like, damn, that's crazy. That's crazy. And I saw how Missouri turned out, and I'm just like, yeah, we are still in a long ways from where we would, where I would hope we as a people would be. Like, pride is a motherfucker, man. You got a president who openly
president-elect. Biden's still president.
Sorry, you're right. Thank you. But Trump is now walking into office with convictions, with assaults, charges, well, not charged, but just a lot of things that I just take away all the things that he's wanting to do, which is terrible, by the way. But like, just how you present yourself. Like, if that don't matter for nothing no more, then what the fuck are we doing debates? Why the fuck are we having these presidential debates if all in all you just choose a motherfucker over the dumb shit they do anyway? So
all right, so I'm gonna present it this way. Because we recorded the day that Biden stepped down and said he was not going to rerun. We recorded that day. And I remember vividly saying, I'm 1,000% with Kamala. I'm like MAGA. I'm still going to rock these shirts. Fuck y'all. But I remember saying, I know why they got to do it. Because she's on the ticket, so they get to keep any money that they raise. Also, she has a machine behind her and she's ready to go. But I did not see white people, specifically white women. I knew white men weren't. I don't trust white women. They do not vote. They don't vote their best interests. They vote for who white men are going to vote for. They wouldn't vote for Hillary, and she was a white woman. Mm. And I remember vividly saying, I just don't see in the America that we live in, because I'm a realist, white women who wouldn't vote for a white woman voting for a woman of color, a black woman, black and Indian.
There's a lot of black men too to vote for Trump, wasn't it?
I mean, it was about the same percentage.
Was it?
Like, I hate to say it, and this is the biggest issue. America has chosen a side, for good or bad.
Yeah,
we've chosen sides. They ride with this. They riding with Trump no matter what he do. He didn't lie. He didn't. They naive. I'm not even gonna talk about the shit that he did last time he was president. I'ma just focus on this. They don't like the economy. They don't like the taxes and things like that. We are currently still under Trump's tax plan. It does not end until 2025. So Biden and Kamala Harris didn't do a tax plan because when you vote these plans in, they last for a certain amount of years. So this is still Trump's tax plan. All the things that y'all are upset about with this economy, groceries are high, things of that nature, Republicans don't like when the government interferes with private businesses and puts in those rules. So the government doesn't create inflation. They don't control the cost of goods. Snooks, Walmart, Hobby Lobby, they dictate the price of the goods that they sell. Mm-hmm. Because y'all wanted the Republicans to deregulate any regulations that could have prevented that. All these things are Republican politics. The tariffs. Trump actually did a tariff last time he was in office on steel coming from China. And it was a huge failure. Prices did not go down. There are no new steel plants here in America. We just started getting steel from Mexico, or we just raised the cost of steel. Because this is how a tariff works. Say I have a small business or a big business. We don't manufacture anything in America. This is why. We have labor laws here in America. We have to pay people a certain wage. They have to be a certain age to work. And we have a 40-hour work week with overtime. That don't exist in China and other places. You can pay motherfuckers pennies over there. They are 9 years old making shirts and shit and fucking Coach bags and whatever the fuck y'all, all the shit y'all buy from Amazon, most of that shit come from China. They make it, it's not cheap labor in the aspect of they're making cheap product, but it's cheaper to make it over there. So I got a business. I need a bunch of shirts that I'm gonna sell. They make them in China. I've already paid China. The tariff is the government of the United States charging the importer. I'm the importer, an American citizen, the American company. I pay the tariff. Not China. We pay the tariff. And then it gets worse. Well, why don't you just make it in America? I would have to raise my prices anyway, because if I pay the tariff, for me to make a profit, now I have to raise the price of my goods. But if I make it in America, I got to raise it even more because it costs more to make here. We don't even have the manufacturing capabilities right now to produce it. It's going to take time to build factories, to buy machines to do it, to train people to do it. This isn't a quick fix. You know who eats that? All of y'all mad about groceries and shit? We eat that. We're going to eat that. But I knew we was going to eat that. I know fucking just common sense. Tariffs have happened in America before. You motherfuckers apparently didn't know. You're about to have a rude fucking awakening. Companies are already stockpiling and buying materials now because they know prices are going to go up. That is impacting people's bonuses, impacting raises. In some instances, folks are already getting laid off. It's already started. He ain't even got sworn in yet. But this is the bed that you motherfuckers wanted. So you got to lay in that motherfucker. It just is what it is.
I don't think there's a better description of what's coming down the pipeline than how you broke that down. I mean, obviously, I work in education, so like, you already know where that's going. I mean,
my man said he gonna get rid of the Department of Education.
Yeah, and then also like there's already swings of like what can be taught, curriculum, what's being taken out. I think on one of Trump's like Instagram things or whatever, well, he was like, if you were born, I can't remember what he said specifically, but he was like, if you're born a man or a woman, then you have to identify as that. So it's a lot of different things that are just like that I think people didn't take into account of what this is going to look like.
I can't wait to see fucking Texas and Florida.
Yeah, and
I can't wait because they red. They red.
Into
most of the workers down there are illegal migrants.
Yeah, and now you're talking.
They're about to lose the workforce.
And that's the other point that I was surprised about Latin people. I was saying that right, but Latin Americans.
That's the thing, though. We have to
vote for Trump.
We have to figure out as when we think about Latin, there's so many different levels of Latin.
Yeah.
So like we put them all in one box. And
Yeah, but
like,
it's not. It's so
it's
many
like
different
saying the
ones.
same thing like a black person and a Nigerian person. We are within the black diaspora.
Yeah, but it's two
but
different.
it's a different types
two
of.
different,
But
but
think about
again,
even
like,
more of them though.
But,
So like,
but thinking about that, like
you gotta
right,
think about it. It's Venezuelans.
But I'm saying, think about that. We
I know. I know
when you
some
talk about
Mexicans who
immigration
family members
papers
are absolutely illegal,
When you talk
and they
about being
still
illegal,
voted for Trump.
Yeah, man.
I said, Juan Guzman finna be gone, my nigga. Like he ain't got no papers.
You know, low key, they might be wanting some of them cats to get up out their career.
Like he ain't got no papers.
Like, man, you gotta go, man. You gotta go.
That's wild. Though.
And they're talking about possibly denaturalizing people who've already been naturalized.
Oh, so if you were born, like if your kid got over here,
like your
mama
mama's
baby, what they call them?
I forgot what they call. Yeah,
some babies, anchor babies.
Yeah, but if
So,
So they talking about denaturalize those anchor babies.
so if you have a kid that was born in America, then
because the other
your parents,
other option would be to take the child if they sending the parents back.
Yeah.
Either you gotta let the parents stay, or we gotta take the child and the state gotta raise them, or the child gotta go back too. Like the ramifications of this, and we might not see it in the first 8 months. I'm gonna be real. Well, I'll take that back. Trump. No, Trump is actually his. If y'all have not been paying attention, he wants shit done swiftly. Mm-hmm. He wanna be able to pull judges through. Even when
he put that thing up saying like y'all got to rival, either y'all get down or lay down.
Everybody
said, Republicans get down or lay down.
He was like, even if y'all on recess, I need y'all to come back early so we can push these judges through. He want to get everything done quickly within like that first 3 months.
And obviously his charges have been lifted. You know what I'm saying? It's just. Ooh, yeah, but that made my chest hurt.
But it makes him pardon himself, right? From these,
I don't know if it works that way.
I don't know what,
but he won't get any jail time. A president can't go.
He got a probation officer though, at least, right? He at least got a report once a week for probation.
He's the fucking president of the United States of America.
I'm just saying that'd be funny if a probation officer got to show up.
I don't want to put any misinformation. This is very like the ramifications of this man being president impacts a lot. And normally I'm like, the president don't really impact my day-to-day life. And for the most part, hey, listen, I have a daughter who's young, so she's not queer or anything, so that's not going to impact me. I thankfully don't really have a DEI job, so that's not going to impact me. Groceries been getting higher every president my entire life, so I'm used to that. Like, I mean, they have
price of gas, all that kind of shit. Yeah,
those things have
always been.
That's inflation
increasing. Yeah,
it's just how inflation works.
Yeah.
So, and this is why inflation is like it is. Ronald Reagan implemented something with his taxation plan called trickle-down economics. I'm trying to
one time leaves all boats.
So this is how trickle-down is supposed to work. If we alleviate taxes on the rich, they will make more profits. They will then, in turn, pay their workers more. Their workers will spend more, and everybody will be happy. But that's not how capitalism works, guys. Capitalism means I want to be as rich as I can and do as much as I can without really giving shit back. So CEOs, their bonuses and their salaries have just continued to grow at a higher rate than the salary of me, whoever, or the hourly wage if you're hourly. Mm-hmm. So then, to compensate for that, they want to make bigger profits every year. Mm-hmm. You don't want to do what you did last year. You need bigger profits. Yep. So if you're selling the same product to the same amount of people, how do you get a better profit? You raise the price. Mm-hmm. That's the only way that works. The companies that y'all want to deregulate are the ones who are making groceries high. Who are making, people were like, well, they make cars in America now. And in some instances they do. But the parts still come from China. Yeah. So the parts, they're still going to pay tariffs. Mm-hmm. So our iPhone, all of those are made overseas.
Mm-hmm. Shit, Android.
No, I'm just going to speak.
Yeah, I mean, again,
I'm doing one. So an iPhone, say it's $1,000. So now they put that tariff on there. So now that's going to go up 10%, 20%, whatever the tariff is. Because again, they still need to make a profit. So for them to make a profit, they have to compensate for the tariff. Who buys the phones? The consumer. Mm-hmm. The tariffs will impact us as well. But again, this is what y'all wanted. I ain't never finna be mad. I live in a world of fuck around and found out. Like, y'all want this? Y'all wanted this? Y'all fucked around? I can't wait till you find out. Again, for the most part, barring some kind of catastrophe, it's not gonna really impact my life. I'm already used to spend like shit's high. It's gonna be high. If you want it, you're gonna have to buy it. But some of you niggas ain't in no position to still buy the shit. Like I told you, if you was working a job and doing Uber the last time he was president, and when he came out you weren't rich, you're not gonna come out rich this time.
Yeah, I think the other thing. The other thing was around like the checks, right? Like, oh, Trump gave us checks. It was like
that's still not true.
That's still not true. And I think the scariest thing about
Congress did that.
I'm saying, but I think
Trump tried to block it.
Yeah, the scariest thing,
and then took credit for it. That dirty motherfucker.
And wouldn't release it till he could sign for his signature.
He said, "Yeah, you got to change. No, you got to switch it around." So I signed the check.
Yeah, I think
he's a narcissist. Like, this is what y'all wanted, though.
Yeah, I think the scariest thing about what's to come is what this is going to look like. And granted, yes, like I work in education, but obviously, you know, it's a trickle down effect, right? So like change or getting rid of the Department of Education, obviously changing curriculum or what can be discussed is also going to be a thing to talk about. What is education going to look like? Is it going to be a situation where, okay, you know what? Even if you say, you know what, I'm gonna take my son out, I'm gonna take my daughter out of school, and I'm gonna teach them at home. That's still gonna be a matter of trying to find.
You still gotta get state guidelines,
right? It still gotta be state guidelines. And then it's gonna be like, okay, well, wait. Why are you teaching? And I'm gonna just tell you mine. Why Aldoja? Why are you teaching your son about slavery? I mean, you can homeschool them, but they can't know about that, right? That can't be on the books about knowing that, hey, yes, Martin Luther had a dream, but he also had a nightmare on you motherfuckers, right? Mm-hmm. There's another part of the I Have a Dream speech that we never talk about where he go into like some real shit.
After that, where he go after he did a rally in Chicago, he said, "I wonder if I took my people into a burning building."
That part, right?
Like people never talk about that quote and that was after I Have a Dream speech.
That's what I'm saying.
He's like, I wonder if I took my people.
And the realization is, I've always said, like, for every person that had, you know, I have a dream, you also have to understand there was a Malcolm X behind that, right? About, yes, you can have a dream, but we in a nightmare right now, right? There's a real history behind what's going to be whitewashed, for lack of better words. You see what I'm saying?
Let's flip. I'm gonna ask this. Let's flip it on the side. Some people have said that Kamala didn't run a good campaign.
She didn't have time.
Well, no. What do y'all say about that?
See, this is why I disagree. She hit all the swing states hard.
Yeah.
She tried to galvanize her base, and the people who didn't vote for her were never going to vote for her. White men were never going to vote for her. Hispanics have been going redder and redder every election cycle. They were not going to vote for her. White women didn't vote for Hillary. They were never going to vote for her. She got put into a situation where, yes, I think the percentage of black men might have went up like 4 or 5%. But them niggas was lost anyway. They wouldn't have voted for Biden or whoever. Like them niggas they gone.
The other part about too is that and obviously there's others. There was Democrat, Republican. What was the other ones that were on the
Green Party and
Libertarian.
Right. So
and I forgot Cornel West.
Yeah. So what I'm saying, I guess I'll say that to say, like, when you break down the numbers of what was, like, you know, the voting numbers, right? Not saying you should take away those parties because people actually believe in those parties, but I was also surprised about how many people voted on those parties, and if those votes could have been like, you know what.
She still would have lost.
She still.
You think so?
Jill Stein was.
Because each of those parties were like 500,000 something votes.
Yeah, but
when it counted. Well, I'll take that back.
Oh, and I hate to say it, a big chunk of those would have probably just went Republican. Like, I'm being real. Like those parties do not align with the Democratic. Like, they're not progressive or liberal. Like, they're not.
It was a clean sweep though. Like,
oh no, listen, I cannot complain about nothing. Because I'm no better than them when Biden won. But I'm also the type of motherfucker, fuck around and find out this is what you wanted. So don't be complaining. In 2 years when the midterms come and y'all bills are still high and motherfucker, either Samsung is making less TVs or TVs high as fuck. Buy your TV now for Black Friday, goddammit.
But you know what's crazy is it's like I wonder, did people even see it like that? Because but it's my thing though, right? So you broke down the politics, like, nigga. If nobody knew about how this shit works, right, prior to this show, how many minutes we in right now? Like 20 minutes?
No, yeah, 20. Exactly.
20. Yep. In 20 minutes, you probably broke down the election better than what I've seen even on fucking TV. So shout out to you for that. Oh, okay. But I say that to say, to a motherfucker who lives in rural southern whatever, right? Missouri country, whatever, right? They probably ain't even focused on what that looks like.
They don't believe in facts, and this is the problem.
That's what I'm saying.
They don't believe in facts.
That part.
They live in a world where Trump says something and they just take it at face value. Trump didn't come out and say that China was going to pay the tariffs, but he alluded to it to make people.
What's up, y'all? This is RVS.
This is ROD, aka Rated R.
And we are the We Coming For You cast. And we talk about pro wrestling from a black dude's perspective. Tell them what they can expect on this here podcast.
Oh, we gonna give you all the raw and dirty and the everything black from AEW, WWE, Impact Wrestling, and any other wrestling in between. If you want your wrestling unfiltered, uncensored, and you want it raw, you need to subscribe to the We Come For You cast.
Right here on SOLC Network.
Understand tariffs, believe. And his surrogates are worse. The Joe Rogans, the Elon Musk, because Elon know the difference. Like, his surrogates know.
Yeah.
When economists come out and look at both people's plans and say, this plan is going to raise the deficit, it's going to raise inflation, it's going to raise costs, and you say that's fake news, there's no fact I can give you.
And that's what I'm saying. And that's the scary part. That's what I'm saying. Like
there's nothing I can say.
Sleepy could have been like literally at every poll breaking down what he just did for 20 minutes so eloquently, right? Like listen, if you have a question, talk to Sleepy. Come. I'm gonna wake you up real quick. Like, come to sleep, I'll wake you up, type shit, right?
But I've always had a theory from what you were saying about education. I think that's what are dumbing down the idea of like not going to college. But the college degree will be worth something again because their children's degrees don't mean as much because everyone's getting educated. So if you dumb down everyone, now the college degree is worth more.
Whoa. It's way more sinister.
Oh, you think so? Oh,
an educated voter is more likely to vote progressive or liberal.
That's right.
Because they understand how economics and things work. They don't want college to matter because colleges over time have become more liberal. Because as you continue to go, and they don't want that. They don't want us to learn stuff in school.
Yeah,
because
be
learning stuff in school will wake you up. They don't like woke. So if you teach me about the history of America as a white man, and I have what they would call white guilt, and I want to be better, that doesn't serve their mission.
Yeah,
they want us dumb. They want, like, if you ever seen? It was a movie way back in the day where like America ended up being like crazy dumb. That's what Republicans want. They want their kids to get good educations because they're like J.D. Vance went to a great school.
He go to Yale or something.
But then he'll say something like, "You don't need college."
Right, that's what I'm saying. But all the people that are saying that all got like multiple degrees.
Yeah,
and their kids all are going to get multiple degrees.
Yeah,
but their base. They want their base dumb. If their base is dumb and gullible and listen and believe everything they say, facts don't matter. Because
but you know what's crazy? But then when you look at it, like, right, so, and correct me if I'm wrong, right, there's places like California or like far East Coast with like the New Yorks and the Philadelphias, etc. Kamala won those states, right?
Yeah.
That's more of a what you would
I guess popular vote though, which is the crazy part.
That's the crazy part. That is crazy. That's wild. That's wild to me.
Oh, they're still counting like the West Coast.
But that's what I'm saying. But that's crazy work.
No.
Because most time it, like, you know.
But you got to think about it this way. She is a black woman.
Yep.
Running for president against a white man.
And when it comes down to it,
I will push back.
We're still minorities.
Oh yeah, but I'm gonna play devil's advocate here a little bit for y'all, just to spice it up a little bit. You're gonna be the
America's
first.
Racist.
Yeah, 100%. But I'm saying, what do we always say? If you're gonna be the first one to do it, you got to come in a certain way, right? Could it be said that she had too many stains on her? If that makes sense. For whatever, good or wrong. Because you got to think about Barack came in there, he only had the this your right thing. That was the only thing that could get him on for real. So you can't really, you're going to be the first, like Jackie Robinson. You had to come in, he had to keep it clean. I'm just saying the first black person or the first woman has to come in. And I know that's unfair as hell.
But I will say this. She's not the first black person or woman to run.
No, surely.
So Hillary, like other women have already taken that hit.
Yeah.
She ain't the first.
Right.
She's not the first black person or the first woman.
Right. But from an aspect when you talk about being vice president,
her stains ain't shit compared to his stains.
But the thing about it is though, like, but what say perception is reality, right? When it comes down to it, it's literally what's happening? It's literally a black woman versus a white man. And I think what you said when you talk about
white
racism,
women weren't going. They weren't. White people were not voting for her.
Well, I'm just talking about when you had the choice to choose between a white man or a black woman. And then it's unfortunate that everything that you just talked about eloquently would not go into the thought process of a lot of Americans who voted, and that's the scary part, because you don't think about the ramifications of what's to come after this individual leaves office. Like, he talking about trying to do a third term, like silly shit. You see what I'm saying? And like, when it comes down to it, like, again, Sleepy, you could break this shit down to 1 + 1 + 1 + 1, right? And a motherfucker would be like, I still see 25. Like, you know what I'm saying? And that's the scary part about it.
I would think that most of the people who watch this podcast don't lean that way.
I mean, yeah, so but I'm talking about I'm talking about overall.
I wish I could sit in a room of rural. Oh, I said that word semi right. I'm amped up right now.
Your mental couldn't take that, bro. Yeah. Your mental could not take that. Yeah. Being in a room, but answering all the questions. I mean, I get it. I get it though. Like, yeah.
And they would listen.
Yeah.
It would have to be a situation like a black white supremacist. How, remember Clayton Bixby from Dave Chappelle?
Yeah.
Like, because nothing I would say backed up with facts. I could pull out.
Keep going.
I could pull out
with that. Yeah.
I could pull out the bill that.
It's not gonna matter.
The current.
It wouldn't matter.
It wouldn't matter. They don't even know.
That's the scary part.
That Biden didn't even get an economics plan in because Trump's don't end to 2025.
That part.
Like, how can
and even again, even if you broke it down like you broke it down, the fact of the matter is they were gonna pull whatever surface reason they could to not vote for Kamala
because
Harris.
Trump, and we're gonna get off this soon and get on some more happier stuff.
I mean,
but Trump goes to his baser instincts. Mm-hmm. Nobody wants to be replaced. Mm-hmm. And if you've been the majority and you've been in control, always, here in America at least, and other races and people that used to be slaves or second-class citizens or immigrants or whatever, because they like immigrants from Europe, they just don't like immigrants from other places.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So, because they look like them, there's a commonality. People tend to hang out around people with the same values. Mm-hmm. But America was built on the back of immigrants and slaves and the disenfranchised.
And that's just the crazy part, that is attempting to be washed off the docket.
They're trying to call slaves indentured servants.
It was now. It's almost as if I would love to ask someone who supports this idea of taking out, I'm just gonna say, African American history, African American culture, classes that talk about how black people got to this country, and or how people of Indian descent were wiped away from this country, or how even there was a similar slave Holocaust situation with what they did to people who identify as with a Chinese background in this country. But how you take away all that, I'd love to have a conversation and be like, so how does that look to you? Like, how does that look to you when you talk about the museum in DC, right? And all of the accolades and the beautiful description of how they break down how black people came from slavery to the top, and they literally start you at the bottom because they're like, we came from the bottom and now we're up here, right? What say you to something like that? Is that just for size? That's just a story? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's the scary part about it. And again, you can break it down. No. 1 + 1 is what happened with this, and the motherfucker that don't want to hear that shit gonna be like, yeah, but it's still 50.
So
what's up, y'all?
For patriotism and for this stuff to work, they don't want to show the bad. America needs to be a beacon of hope and be good in their eyes.
Then what's the Statue of Liberty for?
Because that keeps them in power.
Right? And I'm not saying to challenge what you're saying. But I'm saying that
those were for European.
No, I get it. But I get that. But again, for the people who are surface, so for the people who are voting based off what they see, right? You talking about sheer images? Like, it's scary to think that someone would see all of that, understand all that, read everything that was written about the history of America, and you just look past that. You see what I'm saying? So yeah, it's just a scary
I'm gonna put
observation.
it to you like this: imagine you are a 70-year-old farmer, and you have watched TV go from. Is
this farmer need to be black or white?
No.
What does it matter?
He's
I'm
white.
sorry,
No,
I'm
he's
just
white.
asking.
He's white.
No.
No.
I just didn't understand. I'm saying
No.
sleepy story, sleepy time.
No, I'm gonna just make it. I'm gonna take it to its base level.
You know what I'm
You're a
saying?
70-year-old farmer, or you worked for a factory or some shit like that, whatever. White guy, and you get off work, and you would go home and watch Andy Griffith. You would go home and watch The Honeymooners and shit like that. And as time has gone on, the Jeffersons came on. Now Martin is on. Now Basketball Wives is on.
Fresh, yeah.
Like I'm just saying.
Yeah, the build up of different shows. Yeah.
The America that you love is not the America that exists today.
Yeah.
In your eyes, you want apple pie and a black man knew his place. Yeah, I could speak to the milkman, but he know at the end of the day I can call him boy.
Yep.
And they don't want their kids to learn that they used to be that way.
Yeah.
That's the difference. If your kids knew before you could indoctrinate them that you used to be that way, your kids would look at you differently. Like, kids was coming home and being like, Dad was a part of the KKK.
Didn't even know it.
And like, I know them hoods. I see them in the back. And the KKK used to do this. Like, why did we do that? You don't want impressionable kids to learn the truth because they're not going to be like you. They're going to want to be better than you. So the way to get that is to get rid of it.
I was telling
We're
Sleepy,
not going to teach it.
I was telling Sleepy what I would love to have a conversation with somebody who endorses this in behavior with
They don't want to be replaced.
Well, no. I'm talking about just to have a conversation about what are your thoughts about how we are taking the history of this country and just kind of wiping away the dirty side. So when you talk about a beacon of the history of this country, the Smithsonian Museum in D.C. that gives you a beautiful description of black people coming from slavery all the way up to where they are now, right?
Are you talking about the Black History Museum?
Black History Museum. I'm sorry, I didn't give a great description, but
Yeah,
it does.
They do, but I'm just saying the regular Smithsonian.
Yeah. No. But my thing is, what would be your thought? What would be this is rhetorical, but what would be my thought? What would be your thought to that person? I'm like, hey, let's go buy a ticket and go to that museum. And in 2 years, based off what Trump is trying to do, like, what does that look like to you? You feel what I'm saying? Like, it's the things that's like, why are we?
I think that they would be cool. They're cool with museum, I think, because you got to go visit that.
But that's what I'm saying. A museum is a depiction of what of the real history.
But that's the thing.
It's away from you.
And those people who live in those areas are already left leaning.
Yeah.
But a motherfucker from West Virginia.
We talking about the farmer in Montana that
a coal miner from West Virginia ain't never finna go see that.
Never finna go see that.
Like,
right?
they don't, and it doesn't. And they
That's
don't.
crazy to me. That's so scary, bro.
And the way
that's so scary to me.
We are better divided for them. If blacks and whites on the same class financially got together, that would fuck shit up.
Yeah, but we're talking about the results too. So like, it's not even so much about you, me, and Daryl anymore. It's about
I'm
Xander.
Definitely middle class.
It's about you know what I'm saying. It's about our children and what that will look like,
bro. Right, trickle down economics, the war on drugs, all that shit was still impacting people decades after it came into effect.
Yeah,
like it like the stuff like that. It takes a while. To fix. But again, and this gonna sound fucked up. If you are Hispanic and you voted for Trump and they get your abuela the fuck up out of here, you made your bed, you got to lay in it. If you live in West Virginia and now you can't afford no motherfucking groceries,
Montana,
West Virginia,
high, Montana.
Guess who made that motherfucking bed? You did.
What's
that.
some other states up there by the northern border? Montana.
I wanted to close that off, that state off, make it a prison state.
No.
Oh, you never heard my thing?
No.
Oh God.
Let Montana be a prison state? Like,
no.
Daryl,
Trump wants to decentralize the government and pull like how everything is all in DC.
Yep.
Trump is saying that since everybody's around DC is educated, this and the third, they're not around regular people anymore. So imagine if we moved the Department of Defense to Montana, or like he want to move shit.
It's random places.
It just have shit that don't make no goddamn sense. But again, y'all made this bed, and y'all probably not gonna say this, but if you do, just know you ain't getting no flack from me. I ain't finna argue with you. I ain't even fucking with you. I ain't got no words for you.
Looking at Ontario,
but don't in 2 years and shit still fucked up, and you like, damn, what happened?
Baines Johnson, from what you said earlier.
What's up?
If you can convince the lowest white man he's better than the best colored man, he won't notice you picking his pocket. He'll give him somebody to look down on, and he'll empty his pockets for you.
That's true.
Exactly. And that's why Trump makes so much money. How y'all broke, but y'all keep donating all this damn money to Trump? Think about the dumb shit y'all do.
Well,
y'all buying Trump sneakers and shit.
Last part about Trump discussion. Let's talk about black men and Trump. You brought up earlier.
I mean, I would also like to speak to a black man. It could be however you want to make, wherever he from, whatever. Just a random black man to be like, yes, I voted for Trump. Here's why. And I would just want to sit back and just watch and just listen.
I got one homeboy that did vote for Trump, and we had like a 2-hour conversation about like here at my crib on the deck. It was in the morning. We had watched soccer game, and I'm like, he's like, man, what you think about this? And I was like, hey man, you sound like you finna vote for. It was just like our conversation went. I asked him straight up like, hey man, you sound like you voting for Trump.
And he was like, yeah, I am.
And he was like, yeah, because he doesn't live here in the state no more, so he had to do absentee. He's like, yeah, I already did. I was like,
damn.
Dude, it was so crazy. Lexi was like, did I hear that correctly? Because she was cooking breakfast. Like, did I hear that?
I mean, what? So, but like,
he wasn't the brother that I met.
No.
I'm about to say, hey, yeah.
Nah, but but behind.
He's from Memphis.
Wow.
That was your friend? Yeah.
Oh no, I thought you were talking about your boy, your Trump supporter.
No.
But like, what was his dialogue around?
Yeah,
if you could summarize his reason.
He was saying he was big on immigration. One of his biggest issues was immigration. His other one was in which I already the debunked one was the whole trans thing with jails and like they're gonna pay for being in jail to
Trump supporters believe anything.
What background is he? Is it like did he grow up in a? Can't even.
So what's wild to me is
I can't even.
Deeper stuff than that though.
But deep.
But no, I mean just that alone, brother.
Hey, so.
Woo! All right, man.
Right by all your North County kids.
No. Yeah. So think about this.
Yeah.
After slavery ended, and then desegregation.
This make my chest hurt again.
There was a huge boom. I mean, a huge not boom. There was a huge gap in lower paid jobs because I don't want to do that shit no more. I've been picking cotton since forever. I'm gonna work for the railroad. I'm gonna do something. I'm gonna do something else. So the Chinese came in and built the railroad, and folks from our Hispanic brothers and sisters started coming up here and doing the cheap labor. Picking strawberries and oranges and shit. Because I hate to say it, I'm not doing that shit. Like the fuck. How does that impact him?
He was saying that the immigration, we're going to be paying for a lot of different immigrants to be moving in places. We already paying too much money for these immigrants being in all these different cities across the country. And then he had he was like, man, your next door, that little thing right next door to you is going to be filled with immigrants in 10 years. Because that's the way that Vice President Harris wanted it to be.
Hey, man, listen. When slaves had to get away and flee the South, and when the Great Migration.
The irony that we're having this conversation on Veterans Day.
No, the Great Migration of blacks from the South to the North.
Damn.
There was a house that housed a bunch of black people. He from that. And that's what happens when you forget where the fuck you came from.
Yeah.
We came from nothing. So I will never penalize somebody else for wanting to do better and come from nothing too. But you niggas, see, no degree is going to ever change me. I don't give a fuck where I go in life. I know I ate hamburger helper with no motherfucking burger. I done ate ramen all day. Get up, just eat some eggs, and that's it. I grew up poor. And not poor where you know you poor, because you don't know you poor until you get better. I grew up.
Or you meet some other people
that's not poor, but I'm saying, like, I wasn't, woe is me when I was that. But then when I got older, I was like, nigga, we was broke.
Yep.
But I never forget that. This country, when it comes to the food that we eat and things like that, they don't pay a real good wage on that, bro. Who you think finna fucking get the food for us now? Unless you wanted to be growth hormone and made in a factory, who you think out there picking that shit and doing that shit? I had an issue with my roof where I had a hole in the roof. I didn't get up on that motherfucker and fix it. A Hispanic gentleman and his crew was up there before the fucking sun came up and knocked that shit out in a day. They didn't take no breaks. I said, this is crazy. Who you think, like, those things are going to be impacted? We don't have a housing issue because the immigrants are taking the homes. We have a housing issue because the motherfuckers are buying up all the houses and raising the fucking rent and the mortgages. That's the issue.
And supplies, too.
Oh, but guess who did that? President Trump and his tariffs made it too expensive to build houses. All the things y'all mad about, they got a spot. It wasn't a Democrat. I ain't even saying Kamala or Biden or even Obama. I guarantee you go back, it pretty much starts with a little bit of Nixon, but it really can't.
A lot of Nixon up in there.
I just say,
don't understand.
Oh,
Nixon in there just for a little time.
I know,
but don't know Nixon was all up in the mix.
The first Donald Trump, Ronald Reagan, who was a fucking actor, and y'all voted that bastard in. No. He when it comes to the illegal shit, he was actually a real politician.
Come on, Nixon.
Yeah. I'm talking about the first
Ronald
grifted
Reagan.
motherfucker was Reagan.
Yeah.
He was an actor. Yeah. He won because niggas just knew him from movies. Mm-hmm. But the policies that he made still impact us today, black people. Yeah. Maybe not me and you because we have, whatever. Yeah. But I have family members I know it impacts. I know 3 strikes. Crack is Reagan. Crack baby.
That really happened.
So let's see what the big.
I mean, we still and to go off what you said, like to even if you never see this to the people who whatever, but the masses, to go off an example of what you said, how the crack epidemic really shows itself. When you go down in St. Louis, if you go down through Wellston, right, and you look up the history of Wellston.
That strip.
That whole strip of what used to be Mercedes-Benz dealerships, of what used to be banks, of what used to be Jaguar dealerships, businesses, all kind of different things. And now you look down these dark alleys and they're filled with people that have the itchy scratchy.
The best way
it's crazy to think that the reality of what that was back in the 80s, 70s. It's 20 and it's 84. That's cool, but it's 20. Okay, it's 2024
but they was
now.
sneaking heroin and shit in
too. But I'm saying it's okay, but it's 2024 now, right? Yep. It's scary to think when you talk about just even education. I ain't gonna cut you off no more. But
no, you good, bro.
When you think about where education is right now, right? 2024. 10 years from now, if we're trying to clean that back up off of a terrible decision that was done to try to change things or get rid of the Department of Education, like, you feel what I'm saying? Like the effects.
Head Start. This is something simple during Reagan fucked up Head Start. I was a Head Start kid.
Mm-hmm.
Like now,
I was a Head Start kid.
They're a nonprofit now.
Yeah, I was a Head Start kid.
In the late 80s,
yeah.
I was one of the last kids. Like,
I remember that.
Yeah,
I remember that.
The last kids that got Head Start, and I
remember that.
It set me up for school.
Yeah,
to be able to go to school and be ready.
Yeah.
And all that stuff.
Head Start was live. I missed Head Start.
Like you said, it takes a couple of years for stuff to implement. I didn't realize. I'm like, dude, I was in Head Start during Reagan. I was like, but it didn't start coming out. The funding didn't start coming out till Bush 1 came in.
Yeah.
I was like, I barely made it to be able to do Head Start.
Yeah. And then when you talk about,
they had a bus that would come pick you up.
But
like
see,
every day, like it was,
but see now,
fly meals in Head Start.
Yeah, it did. hey, yeah, but sir, yes, sir. There was one. I remember the one that was it downtown? Where was it at? When I first moved to St. Louis.
I was at the one over Riverview.
I think it was Riverview. Yeah. They had one in Kansas City too.
They had a morning and a new. You only go half a day. Was a morning class.
Because my mom, no, it was Kansas City. So my mama worked at Penn Valley Community College and then dropped me off there. Yeah, but again, like things like that, like things like that. Things like that's gonna be scary to see.
The government, when used
things
right,
like effectively, what's gonna happen to things like the Urban League? What's gonna happen to things like different things? I mean, for some of this,
Urban League's a nonprofit. Urban League, I mean,
but I'm just saying, like, that's what I'm saying. Like, And then you talk about the difference between like public schools versus charter schools. I'm not gonna go into that because I work for a charter school. But I'm just saying, like, yeah. but that's gonna be also like what's down the drain. So again, man,
I will say this:
my chest was hurting from that damn election.
I'm gonna be honest,
and I don't have a lot of words for it. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
Get rid of the Department of Education. A lot of educational things are done at the state level anyway. Mm-hmm. The Department of Education just kind of give guidelines, you know, and kind of make sure everything is a certain standard. Mm-hmm. But a lot of things when it comes to education are done on the state level. Like we vote for school boards, we do this, we do that. Like no,
but I'm saying, like influence. So like for example,
you're not wrong.
Say for example, I want to take Niall and he's not learning about slavery. I'm gonna take him to a homeschool. I'm gonna homeschool him, but I gotta find books. I gotta find resources, right? If you talk about people trying to follow a guideline or a wave, and they start to take away the autobiography of Malcolm X, they start to take away different things, souls of black folk, different things and different influences that you've seen. Like you remember growing up, like Black History Month, you'd see like images, right? You see different things that have happened in the past to kind of frame, okay, this is the mindset we own.
But we don't really get real Black history till later. I only knew about the same black people every year. Like
that's true.
And I remember
George Washington Carver.
I remember when this kid, when you get February, each day was a different person. You got a little sticker up on the wall. And you like,
but I will say, y'all can probably, but I'm saying, but y'all can probably, hold on, but what I'm saying is, y'all can probably see that if you go to each of your respective kids' schools. Yeah. Right, their Black History Month and their programs, etc., looks a lot different from what you got, right? Because things evolve, but that evolvement is not going to be fueled anymore, and that's the scary part about it. You see what I'm saying? Little things like that, right?
I was watching a podcast. I forget the name of it. I'm so sorry, and it was a white guy. I forgot, I was just checking it out. It had popped up on my TikTok, and I was like,
"Ain't nothing much better than a woke white person."
He was kind of heavy set.
Like he looked like he looked like a MAGA actually, but he was like,
that's what I'm saying.
He put on the blue bracelet.
Yes.
The third.
Yeah.
It just popped up.
He was talking about how slavery and everything.
Yes,
I know you're talking about.
But he was former military, and he was like, now that he's not active anymore, he cannot speak. He said he's never been, a MAGA, or he's always been a Democrat apparently. But he just looked like, but they were army shit. They've co-opted patriotism. Yep. MAGAs were a bunch of shit that make them look like they've been in the military
and have not.
They never did this shit
and have not. Oh, man, that's a whole other conversation.
They wear flags on shit, which we shouldn't do, by the way.
Happy Veterans Day.
Happy Veterans Day. But he was talking about sometimes when it's the darkest is when a hero or something would happen. And he was like, right now, people just black, white, whatever. If you're a part of, he called it the resistance. I ain't finna go that far. But I'm like, shit, nigga, like this ain't Hunger Games now. but he was like, somebody will come out as a beacon of hope. And I will be real. If Trump does all the things that he says he does and things don't get better, and they won't, there's a midterm election coming. Mm-hmm. Now, black folks usually don't vote for those. Be ready for this midterm. We can't get rid of Trump, but we can take back the Senate and the House and block everything else he wants to do. My biggest fear is he's going to convince some of these older Supreme Court judges to retire so he can put young ones in. And that's going to impact us for the next 30 years. That's the judges, his policies, scary, whack, weird, whatever. But them judges that he can put in will impact us for decades. That don't impact my daughter's kids.
Yeah, that's one of my biggest beefs with, I guess, the Democratic Party. They don't just go hard and do what the fuck they need to do. I feel like Trump coming in like, I'm trying to do this, and we pushing it. They don't never come in. They supposed to pack the court, extend out the court, get that shit done.
So this is the issue, and I'm gonna be real.
And I'm saying not giving a fuck what they, because they always want to appease everybody. I feel like we want to be kumbaya with everybody. Fuck that.
That's been my issue with the Democratic Party for a long time.
Yeah.
Republicans gonna get what they gonna get, and if they know if they vote us out the next time, all the shit that we did gonna still be affecting shit, and the average voter don't know that. Y'all gonna vote us back in again. The shit that Trump did is still going down, and y'all mad at Biden for it. So you put the nigga that did it back in. So they know if we do this shit and do it right, we'll be out of there.
It don't even matter.
It don't even matter because now they're gonna be mad at the niggas who got it now.
Yeah.
If every time I'm building a Lego set and I go to sleep and a motherfucker come back and take
The I Only Listen to 90s Music podcast is a show for 80s babies who were 90s kids. If you were a No Limit soldier, then this is your show. If you believe that Cash Money is not an army but was a Navy, this is the show for you. If you and your friends ever tried to sing a song written by Escape, In Vogue, Shy, or Boyz II Men at a talent show during middle school, this is your show. The I Only Listen to 90s Music podcast is a bunch of 80s babies talking about all the songs and things that we loved when we were kids and teenagers. So if you went to the skating rink and you were at a lock-in, this is the show for you. If you think that Tevin Campbell was the original Prince of R&B, this is the show for you. If you don't understand the conflict between Monica and Brandy, but you're kind of on Monica's side and understand why Brandy got punched, this is the show for you. Make sure that you tune in, subscribe, click the little subscribe link. We're here. We're going to talk about all things 90s music. This is the show for you.
half of it down.
Yeah.
Now you mad at me because the wall down, but this motherfucker done took it down. That's the best analogy I can think of.
That's a good analogy.
Like, anytime a Democrat get back in, he got to buy his time or her time to wait for the shit that they did to run out and then try to fix the shit.
Yeah.
But every time they break something, it puts us back.
Back into it. It's like, oh, I need you to come back, even though you were the original person that did it.
That did it. Because we don't give Democrats the time. You need, I'm going to be real. The Democrats would have to be in the White House and control Senate or House for at least, I would say, 12 years.
Yep.
Because think about it this way. It was Carter, he had one term. Yep. Then it was Reagan, Bush. Yep. The shit that them niggas did.
Yeah.
Didn't even come back till 2000.
Yeah.
The shit that happened in them 12 years.
Yeah.
Is crazy.
Bill Clinton plastered over a little bit of it.
Bill Clinton came in, and he's a Southern Democrat, and Southern Democrats, they still a little bit of Republican in them.
Yep.
But think about this: Gore was too progressive. It's what they said. They said Al Gore was too progressive. They ain't never seen a Bernie Sanders or nothing like that. Like they had to shot, they had to kill them.
Yeah.
They had to took Bernie out. But let's get off of politics.
Yeah, let's go.
But the quote of the day: if he makes this a real, you niggas made y'all beds, and I'm talking about you black folks too. Now you got to lay in that motherfucker. I know it's gonna be shit, but you didn't know. God bless.
All right, Young Thug out of jail.
That made my heart, made my chest hurt. I ain't gonna lie to you. But yeah, no, Thug is out.
Thug is out.
It's a lot of stipulations around.
We won't quote it. Somebody went back to our old video and said, y'all said he was gonna be up under the jail.
Listen, man, I thought he would be. I mean,
people be waiting. They went back
but
to
then
the
also,
like last year we did.
I mean,
I love it though. That means that they watching and they engaging.
I definitely thought that there was a rap for that man. How they picked him up, how it happened. I definitely thought it was a rap. A rap. It was a rap. But he's out with stipulations. This whole thing with
stipulations, though. Boy.
Yeah, those,
long as he keep his nose clean.
Yeah, and then the thing with I never believed the whole thing with like the gunner thing, right?
Well,
I never. No. But this is the thing when he was talking to the judge, that's on record. When he talking to the judge, he said, "Hey, I want to be able to do music with Gunner and work with my brother." But like my thing is, I saw that as
was
like
that real.
No, he put it up and then deleted it.
Yeah, he deleted it.
Oh, it was real.
Yeah,
Okay,
but my thing was, I never understood.
I was about to say Gunner not a snitch, but
yeah, but like it's like wow. But my thing is for Thug, and he don't owe me no explanation. But it's like, why would you even entertain that if that's not really the goal? Unless there's some underlying like think of like I'm gonna say that I want to work with you and
they might do a DJ Khaled song and he own it. So,
but
He can't work with like certain artists. It's like weird. Like he can't work with anybody that's totally gang affiliated.
Yeah, so
it
he
could be anything. Like they could say that Alpha Alpha's a gang. I mean, I'm just saying.
Well, no, I mean he's not going to be working with like OTF. He's not going to be working with like Chief Keef. Like I'm just saying.
Yeah.
But
what? But anybody, you pop. I mean, if somebody wanted to really charge me up, they could say anybody's a gang. I'm saying.
But isn't T.I. a felon? But he was on it. But he was in the studio with him.
T.I. was never in a gang though.
Oh,
and
okay.
T.I. served his time and did community service.
I think he's on papers.
Oh, okay. I didn't know the layout of it. I know they did. It was a video that T.I. recorded saying, "Hey, he's back."
Cassie ain't never thought he would do music with it.
He's okay. So, example, Lil Baby doesn't have a record. Mm-hmm. So he can do music with Lil Baby. Okay. Like there are still,
but I'm saying I guess
the baby got shot.
Yeah.
But I don't understand. I guess
I don't think Quavo got a record. Like
I just don't understand.
Khaled
like,
don't got a record.
What's the purpose behind saying that about Gunna? Like, hey Judge Durr, I just want to make sure before I leave after I say I'm sorry.
Maybe he didn't want the judge to think he was gonna retaliate against Gunna, so he act like everything was cool. That's what I would do.
That's a great point.
That's what I would do.
Versus not saying anything at all.
I would make it seem like me and Gunna are the best of friends. I don't have
no, but I'm saying though, like, why would you even say something though? You know what I mean?
All right, so this is the exact tweet. Gunna, stop acting like we friends on the internet. I don't know you, my guy.
Yeah, like
that was real.
That was real.
I thought that was. I thought that was somebody.
But obviously his brother responded back like, "It's basically saying we believe, same over here." Yeah. My thing is, but what's the what? If I could ask Young Thug anything, Thug, I'm glad you're home. So happy to be back. Fathering your kids, your effect to the rap industry. Why would you mention Gunna? Like why put that light on him like that?
The internet is a gift and a curse.
That maybe so.
I have tweeted things that I've gone on to regret. Or I mean, the internet been around. For a
it was deleted, so that tells you.
Or sent a DM that I was like, damn. I woke up the next day after kind of drinking and being like, why the fuck I sent her that? Yeah. But it doesn't give you discernment. You can do something in the moment. You could be upset. He could have thought about what happened. In that moment was like, man, fuck him. Tweet.
Or he could hit up Gunna like, hey man, can we do a joint real quick? He's like, oh man, I'm kind of busy, blah blah. And then he just reacted.
Yeah, it could be anything. Because we human. And so
I guess time will tell. But I am glad he's home now. But the other side of that is it don't look good for Lil Durk, bro. And I ain't trying to jump around.
Hey, listen, I'm at this point. Anything can happen. Dirk might be home in 10 months.
They talking about the option. They're talking about the option is either life or the death penalty.
Hey, listen.
What?
Hey, after Trump won
what?
And Thug came home,
Kodak Black and all them.
Happened.
Yeah.
Only niggas ain't never coming home with it. It's probably, well, I won't say never, but R. Kelly ain't getting out. No. And Tory Lanez ain't getting out. No. He Canadian. They don't care about him.
Did he?
Huh?
Did he?
And he's requesting a $500 million bond.
Yeah, so it means 50 million.
Yeah. So I mean, he got it.
That's wild, man.
Diddy got it. I've been waiting for some tapes or something to drop. Ain't nothing dropped.
Wait, tapes of what?
You know that they said that they confiscated video.
Oh, the sex tapes. The
parties.
Yeah.
So I've been waiting to see other people get arrested or something.
Man, the way
maybe they was waiting for
the way that he kicked Cassie, bro. My nigga, what? Like that's crazy.
And them not even the charges he dealing with.
It goes a lot deeper. But I mean, I feel like even with the Diddy case, that's tied to some Epstein shit. That's just my thought around it. But I don't want to go down that rabbit hole because we gonna be here all day.
I mean, have y'all heard about the Prime Minister Equatorial Guinea though?
What?
No, what
oh shit! Here go Daryl.
Sex tapes dropped to him with other people, other prime ministers, other like people in the country, like their wives.
I don't even know who that person is.
It was all consent too, though, because they were all like, "Yeah, we doing it," and it's all on. They all on tape.
Oh, I mean, if it was consensual, then I don't care.
No, they said the scandal of him messing with other colleagues' wives.
No, I feel that he got to deal with that. But if it
it was consensual.
As long was the recording consensual?
Yeah.
Oh.
All up in the thing, like
But you know what? Since we're on this, since we're on this wave of like theories or whatnot, they always say that I don't know who the fuck they is, but it always seems to happen that people get or black people get exposed for a lot of different things they had their hands in when it comes time to make a big move. There was talk about, for example, Bill Cosby. I think there was talk about him trying to purchase network.
We getting
I don't know if it's true. I don't know if it's true.
We getting into what? Black urban legends again.
I don't know if it's true now. I don't know if it's true. But then there was also talk about how Diddy was challenging.
Another black. That's gonna be the next.
How Diddy was challenging to the liquor company, but then he also was wanting to buy like ownership of like another TV whatever. So like I don't know. I don't know if there's anything to attach to it.
I would suggest.
I didn't know that part.
And it's very hard because when people get power, they usually do corrupt shit. Money doesn't change you; it just brings out the shit that you would have done if you could have done.
Yeah.
So if you are going to try to do stuff like that, don't have any skeletons. Yeah. Like they didn't make Diddy have them parties. Nah. Like Diddy did that shit.
He did it.
Nobody made Bill Cosby put shit in people's drinks like that. He did that. So,
God,
if like, I don't feel bad for neither one of them because they black.
No. I me the same.
Because a lot of times, and I got a lot of pushback on this. Well, white people need to do it too. Yes,
white people do it.
Like get caught and go to jail and whatever. And because
Epstein got caught.
They be like the Playboy Mansion. They say it was underage girls.
Boy, yeah.
So I'm like,
hey, is Hugh Hefner dead? I'm tripping.
Yes,
he passed away. Okay.
Yeah.
That man tell no tales.
And I'm like,
there's a lot of talk behind them Playboy bunnies.
Oh, they got a whole documentary on Hulu.
Yeah. Oh wow.
So
6-parter.
And I'm like, he should have went to jail too. But notice I said too. Just because he didn't go to jail don't mean R. Kelly shouldn't go to jail. All of them motherfuckers should go to jail, and that's the difference.
People still be. Listen, man. The cookouts with your aunties, them. That's what's gonna happen. It's gonna be when our kids get to that age and we come to the cookout. We not playing R. Kelly.
No,
that's how it's gonna probably end.
The issue is they have kids growing up in those households listening to R. Kelly. So that's always gonna be. This is just how. Trump shit. So if you teach a kid racism, he gonna be racist. If your mama at home listening to or your auntie listening to R. Kelly,
man, this episode should be called the Sleepy-isms, because he giving that shit, man.
So my household won't be listening to R. Kelly, but I guarantee it's a nigga around the block. That's all they listening to over there.
Yeah, it's true.
So it is what it is.
Yeah.
Glad. And this sounds so fucked up because I want Trump to go to jail, but I'm happy Thug out. But shit,
that would have been something, wouldn't it?
That's what y'all do, white people.
Wouldn't that have been something? Would have been something if Kamala Harris would have won? I think I'm saying her name wrong. Kamala Harris. Kamala Harris would have won the election, and only to see them walk up or whoever, social FBI, whatever, walked up and been like, Mr. Trump, I need you to come with us now. That would, boy, man, I'd have called off work for a week.
Had an episode of Scandal just now.
Yeah, man, because that's how cut and dry I would have wanted it to be.
I want to go back to your thought for a second. This is Drake just gave him $1 million.
He did.
Yeah.
Hey, listen, man.
Them fees, bro.
Hey, Drake. Hey, listen, there's two ways on this. I'm gonna try to be. What's what I'm looking for? I'm gonna try not to be a hater, and say they might be friends, and he gifted that man a gift. And then the realist in me is like, this nigga just want to be, he willing to buy friendship. That's what he gonna do. Thug of real friends ain't do that. Like, he got real homies. Like,
shit, all them homies. Yeah, I'm about to say, a lot of them niggas like 10 years, 5 years. Okay. Damn, dog.
So,
yeah, that might be.
I'm saying, like, he came up under Rich Gang. Baby didn't do it. T.I. had influence on his early career. T.I. ain't do it. I'm saying, like, he got OGs.
Yeah.
That, like, are still in the game.
I can't have my name on none of them tapes.
T.I. was already with him. He's already been with T.I. since he got out.
Yeah.
I'm like,
that's why I was asking about T.I. earlier, because he did the little video with him.
They've already hung out.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
T.I. didn't give him $1 million.
He didn't.
T.I. just won a big ass lawsuit. I mean, OMG girls. T.I. and them. T.I. got plenty of bread.
Hey, dog, my niggas on fire. Sleepy-isms, dog. This episode is called Sleepy-isms, brought to you by Just Posted Podcast.
Maybe he did it and didn't.
But no, I mean, but again, like
Drake don't leak that. Drake won't the press. So maybe T.I. did it. I apologize. T.I. would do it and maybe not say nothing. Drake gonna make sure that fucking academics or somebody know.
If motherfucker give me $1 million, I ain't, hey,
I
boy.
mean, this is, do y'all think Drake is using academics just for, and just be like, hey man, I think I'm gonna do this, and he only be intended on doing it just to get academics out there saying shit?
Nah, because the only reason I say nah because they're academics. He's a MAGA supporter. I did not know that.
Yeah. Big
I
MAGA.
did not know that,
Big
and I
MAGA.
feel so. I just feel some kind of way about
Big
that.
MAGA.
But anyways, but like with academics, I've seen him or on his page anyway. Big up like when the whole beef thing started between the two. Like he will publicize like I forgot what it was, but he was like, I ain't gonna hold you. Now like us, it's a banger. You know what I'm saying? Like giving like real aspects behind it too. So I would hope that wasn't the case, but when people tie tight with each other, who knows? Everybody got somebody. Yeah,
I call it surrogates. We all got.
Everybody got somebody in the game.
Hey, listen.
People leak stuff to us.
That's what I'm saying. Like it's man, whatever.
I was hating on Drake. That snippet. I hated on your Facebook thing.
What Facebook thing?
You had posted like a snippet of Drake new song or some shit where he was like hanging out the cars and he was.
That shit was dope.
He was a murderer and shit. And the part of me was like,
a murderer? Where'd you get that from?
I mean, he was a
no face.
No, he was a mob boss. He hanging out the cars and we gonna get you.
I just thought the shit was cool.
I'm about to say I listened to the lyrics. I'm sorry.
The lyric. He didn't say he was gonna shoot. He was talking about lyrically as far as like a lyrical pen. That being your gun lyrically.
Gotcha. Okay.
But I thought the video was dope.
That nigga should have been sitting at a table with a fucking pen. Then he was hanging out of a fucking whip.
That shit was dope.
Like a drive-by.
That shit was dope to me.
The
I ain't
visual
gonna hold
didn't
you.
match his words.
Okay.
But the song, again, I can separate. I know Hunger Games ain't real. I know Goku ain't finna come and fucking turn to no fuck. I can appreciate Drake because he's good at rapping. I'm not gonna act like Drake not. Like because he is. I just really miss So Far Gone. I'm a little bit insecure and I'm just trying to figure it out, Drake. Because he went from like a guy I could relate to like the Migos. Like he went,
you know what's crazy? So when I think about the Drake and K-Dot situation, right? Like when you it reminds me of when like a little bit like when Jay-Z and Nas was beefing, right? I remember a time when like Jay-Z's my GOAT, right? Of all time. I remember a time when Jay-Z was like, I can't fuck with Jay-Z a lot only because I can't follow like being rich because I'm not rich, right? And no. This is my thought process.
Oh.
Sorry. Nobody said that.
Yeah,
but like when Nas and Jay-Z had this beef, I was like, Ether came out. I was like, damn, like Jay-Z my guy, but he got his ass. You know what I'm saying? Like lyrically, and this is I know we went back and forth on that before, but like it's kind of the same scenario, right? It's like with Drake, like there was moments where like he talk about his upbringing and like talk about how people go like hold him to the wall for like you can't talk about this because you're not from here, but it's like kind of like Sleepy grew up in the Peabody. Oh shit, can I say that?
Yeah.
Okay. I want to put his business out there, but Sleepy grew up in the Peabody Projects. I grew up in Barrington Downs.
I don't glorify it.
I'm not saying.
Oh, okay.
I'm saying that. Just follow me for a second. So like, I grew up in Barrington Downs. Went to Hazelwood Central High School. County Brownie.
You grew up in Barrington Downs when it was popping.
It was popping.
No, for real.
Hey now.
Like,
Come on now. Arlington Village, kicking it. You know what I'm saying? Outside, playing back. You know what I'm saying? Riding Huffy bikes all through the shit, right?
Y'all had Black
not saying
Mayberry
sleep.
out there,
I'm not trying to down like sleep like
No, bro.
it's just different upbringing, right?
I mean, by the time
but like,
we lived in Bellefonte neighbors by the time I was in
no,
high school.
I'm not trying to shit on like none of that. But what I'm saying is,
you kept the city address?
Yeah.
Is there a statute of limitation on it? Be quiet.
Yeah.
No, man.
But like, what I say?
Don't look away drive.
But what
you've been to my house though?
Yeah. But what I'm saying is like, for example, like I know how to sea walk, but I only learned that because my cousin from Jenny's taught me, right? But you won't catch me doing that shit up and down Broadway. I think the difference is like you can't have someone like Drake try to, you know what I'm saying, glorify a lifestyle that maybe he didn't partake in. He witnessed, but he didn't partake in. For example, my mother, right? I've said this on the show before, physically abused, mentally and physically by my stepfather who passed away. Okay, cool. Yep. But like on the outside, you would never have thought that, right? And for me, right, it's like, yeah, you don't know that because you don't know my lifestyle. But they talk, well, I saw one podcast or something.
I see. Are you saying because they saw grew up in Barrington Downs,
the grassy, you a child star, you didn't know, like, but at the same time, like, he has a relationship with. I don't know this nigga personally, but I don't know Drake personally, but it's like just off what's been portrayed, like. He has a relationship with his dad now, but he openly talks about, but that took a lot of work because motherfucker, you walked out on us. He talks about how the Degrassi checks were being used to pay for his mom and stuff because she was going through, I think, cancer or something like that. I'm not trying to put no story on this.
But you said you just don't know what everybody's going through.
Yeah, like, you know what I'm saying? You never know anybody's story. So you talk about, for me, lyrically, you talk about what you go through if you're a rapper or whatever. We've seen that all the time, right? When it comes down to it, Kendrick Lamar, lyrically, I will give him that nod. Yes, great rapper, right? Like, it comes and goes as far as what you choose. So, like, even when you talk about Drake being light-skinned, right? I'm light-skinned, he dark-skinned, right? You attest that to, well, he don't understand that because he came from this kind of, it's like, there's so many different angles of how this onion can be pulled back. So, again, at the end of the day, you choose to rock with who you rock with, but I will say, as far as Kendrick Lamar goes, like, I think him,
he's nominated for 7 Grammys.
I'm mature enough. Yeah, I'm mature enough to admit, like, if I'm Kendrick Lamar, it now goes to a point where, like, listen, this shit was just a diss song, but that shit blew up. For whatever reason, it blew up. Whether it blew up for you not fucking with Drake, whether it blew up for the lyrics that was said, whether it blew up because you was a Kendrick Lamar fan, you was like, yo, this is dope. Like, the song took off, right? So if I'm Kendrick Lamar, it's like, I don't want to get this nigga shine, but at the same time, like, I know y'all want to hear it at the Super Bowl. I know y'all want to hear it for it's called the Grammys, right? Grammys. I know you want it for the Grammys. Like this is what you want. And obviously it goes back to that line where Drake was like, Kendrick opened his mouth, someone will give me a Grammy right now. Right? There's so many ways you can spin this shit, right? But even going down to the point where, like, you talk about colorism, like instances where Nike reached out and did this collab with Drake, right? The little Air Maxes and shit, whatever. Like, there was talks around how Kendrick was looking for that same nod, didn't get it, right? Pusha T. So Pusha T was looking to get that same nod because he didn't want to come off the back of because he had Adidas. He didn't want to come off the backs of what was going on with Kanye and Beyonce and all that. Nike didn't give him that nod, right? They gave Drake a nod, but it's like, damn, like, hip hop, like, we hip hop too. You know what I'm saying? So it just comes and goes on what side of the fence you try to balance it on. But again, bro, I can't. Again, we go back and forth on this shit a lot.
This is,
but
it's just banter.
No.
I listen to Drake, y'all. Yeah. I don't listen to R. Kelly. I don't like that nigga. I listen to Drake.
Why?
I listen to Drake all the time.
Is there a reason? Can somebody give me a reason why R. Kelly is able to still make music?
Is he making?
I'm sorry. Take it back. Whoa! They're still able to stream his music? Is there still able to stream his music?
I mean, but a lot of
people. Supposedly R. Kelly's broke. He sold a lot of his publishing and shit.
Okay.
And but they took his music off of a lot of platforms.
Yeah, but he don't even own most of his
No, but he's still on Tidal. Maybe I need to get off Tidal.
The only reason music no more is what I'm saying no more. So somebody can get paid off of it.
Seems like You're Ready is the most streamed song in his catalog right now. Seriously? I hate that for me.
And that is the most.
Seriously,
right. That's one of the most egregious songs
that
he did.
That's his most. That's his highest.
Well, on Tidal, Tidal. When you go to Tidal, you got R. Kelly. Ain't that crazy? And it's a good ass song, but it's not a good ass song for the reason I know now. Let me say that again. Seems Like You're Ready by R. Kelly. Good song, but not a good song for what it is now. Okay, because I don't want to.
We gotta switch up gears here. We gotta continue your props.
Your flowers, man.
No, listen, hold on. I know. I ain't trying to. I don't want to. Listen. Hey, hold on. Because a little nervous. I ain't gonna hold you. We got Utah. Utah a little scary, right? I need us to go.
No, KU next.
KU.
Then Utah.
Yeah, KU just did an upset.
Yeah, just beat us.
They beat us. Yeah. I won't go there. Because I'm trying to give good juju. Okay, I know I talk a little shit though. I did. I talk a little shit. Because you pissed me off because you started talking about my Tar Heels. Okay.
Because y'all got that spec though.
Hold on. See. I'm trying to be good. I'm trying to be good. I'm trying to be. I bet you y'all won't. How much you gonna put on money on that?
What?
That y'all go.
They had the same exact squad.
No, they didn't. No, they did not. Nigga, have you not seen they point guards? No. No. How much you betting? How much we betting? How much you betting? How much we betting? How much we betting? How much you betting?
All right.
No, don't go crazy.
Got come on the show with the other team's jersey.
I'm not buying a fucking jersey. That costs too much. Let me get a t-shirt or something. Yeah, I'm not doing a jersey. Let me get a t-shirt. That's cool. Because I'm not. A skull cap. That's cheaper. Yeah, because I can't afford no motherfucking jersey.
Cap's like $50. Shit.
Yeah, I'm about to say.
Like a little $20.
Like a little $20 skull. Let me 10.
Let's do that.
Yeah,
and I'll come on that show. If it's on me, I gotta sit on that show on the front.
that's fair.
But if it's not you sitting there all
Hey,
day,
fucking hating that shit.
I didn't buy you a whole bunch of shit. I might have you dipped up.
You paying for that
Hey,
shit.
listen, man. I'm a moderate that episode.
So we can just fight.
I can just fight the whole episode.
But I will say with Colorado though,
No matter who wins.
with Colorado, glows and grows. I'm getting my teacher bag. Glows and grows, right? Glows. Shador Sanders is shit. I mean, phenomenal, right? I'm so glad that Colorado didn't play Oregon this year. So glad about that. We would have got our ass whooped again. Boom. I think that we're now seeing the emergence of other weapons, right?
And that was the thing we said that was going to be their problem.
Exactly. They got other weapons. They got other. It was a 2-man team because it was him and Trevor. Yeah. But they got other weapons now.
Yep.
We've seen another glow. We've seen Deion.
I've seen the glow.
It's glows and grows. Glows and grows. Glows and grows.
Yeah, glows and grows.
So we've seen Deion in some tough coaching situations actually get in on some good shit. Okay. Now let's go to grows. Travis Hunter is playing phenomenal. You cannot.
You gonna keep on hitting that?
Yeah, you can't. It's gonna come to a point where it's like, bro, like he played 100 snaps. He played 100 snaps.
He did.
Can you Google what the average snap count is in a college football game in 2024? Just Google that, just for me. I bet you whatever you finna find, it's not finna be 100 snaps. Sleepy.
No,
Picture that. Picture you going. I'm a quarterback. All right, Sleep. Here we go.
180 is the average.
180 is the average.
This
Nigga.
So you talking about
in a
a
game.
person or a game?
It's a game. No, the game.
So-
Game total.
So that's something. So that's something that's for both teams.
Yep.
One man played 100 snaps.
That's what
You can take that however you want it.
That includes like punt. So
You can take that however you want it.
Kickoffs.
You can take it however you want it.
So if both
And
teams score 60
productive.
points,
And productive
that's
on
all those
both.
kickoffs.
Productive on both sides. If this man don't win the Heisman, bro, I don't know what the fuck else y'all wanted him to do, right?
Oh no! Take that. So it's
What?
okay. So
I just said that sound kind of low.
in 2023, the average length of for college football games was 3 hours and 23 minutes, with an average of 66.7 plays per game.
Cool.
And another one says 180. So I'm trying to.
But they
100
probably
snaps.
add them together.
Yeah, but
For each team's average
Yeah.
is 66.
Yeah.
but if you ask somebody who play football on a level that's higher than us,
Yep.
would you play 100 snaps? Hell no. That shit's taxed like a motherfucker. Not to mention, if he gets hurt, God forbid, like, where's
Hopefully
your...
he does not.
Bruh, because they depend on him to do shit. So glows and grows, man. Listen, 9-3 is the goal. I don't think they have enough to get to a playoff, but they would have to win...
the conference.
If they win the Big 12 conference, but that means they would have to beat BYU, and BYU currently is on fire.
Yeah, they kill them.
They on fire right now. Them little, what is it? The thing is, they can't. Mormons.
Brigham Young University.
Them. Yeah.
I never let my kid go to.
That's one of them.
Yeah. So again,
I know some people that with the BYU guys. Actually, some of my coworkers and people I'm cool with. They know. I told them. I don't see, every time I see a black person on BYU, I'm trying to figure out
How the fuck you get
but
that?
you know what's crazy?
Why?
Now,
you see they try to get that dude NIL deal like $10 million. So
Yeah.
I was like, and I put it in the group. You still wouldn't have got me.
But now they're talking about next steps. So obviously we know Shador is going to the league, right? After this year.
He said if he can get a what would be double digit millions? Is that an 8-figure NIL deal? He'll come back.
Okay, I'm going to assume he's going to the league. I'm just going to assume he's going to the league.
That's your whole team.
The crazy part about it is now there's talk about, yo, if I'm this is the Cowboys fans, right? Cowboys, y'all suck, tanking. Yeah, I gave Dak his money. Let him up out of there. Whole new system.
Ooh, could Dallas do that too? Just literally
Listen. And you bring in Deion as the head coach.
Hey, Sleepy smell.
Hold on, look. You bring on Deion as the head coach, and your quarterback is now Shedeur Sanders. If you don't,
said this, man?
This is on First Take.
It's like, okay.
This on some like maybe type
It
shit.
sounds like some Skip Bayless.
It's on some maybe type shit. There's a lot that has to go into play before that. No, yeah, he is. But overall, I think it's great to see a great redemption story of what to see that came from Deion Sanders because
very proud of Deion.
This time last year, boy, look, dog walked.
And this is what's so horrible. Last year, I was like, they gonna be great. They gonna do this. And then they let me down.
No, it was that Stanford game was the one. The Oregon game they got blown out, but that Stanford game.
That Stanford game.
400 yards receiving on them.
Yeah.
They was up by like 30 at the half.
Running the same play.
They ain't win a game after that.
But seriously, I was like really big on them.
Mm-hmm.
I was pissed at you niggas
I
calling Colorado HBCU.
Yeah, HBC.
But whatever. But I'm always happy to see one of us do well. So I did not believe in them. They have made a believer out of me, and salute to them. I'm gonna shake your hand again.
Just shake that we're happy that we are where we are. Okay, let's just leave it there.
I'm gonna shake your hand.
You know what I'm saying? Hey, but to my Michigan fans,
what a pivot.
Woo! I just hope y'all all right. Arliss, I hope y'all all right. TJ, my dog, I hope you all right.
Let you shout to the mic.
I'm calling out names. I just hope y'all all right.
We still gotta beat them.
I want y'all to understand, man. Like I'm coming with some real bad commentary if we beat y'all, because I don't want to say we might get too big headed. Right? There's been some upsets going on in college football lately, right? The only reason we're number 2, right, is because we should have beat fucking Oregon, but them fucking refs was on some bullshit.
It was a bad time management.
Bad time management. Truthfully, he had 5 seconds left. But the motherfucker slid damn near 20 yards. I don't even know why he can't. He kept sliding. He was like, he couldn't stop himself. Nigga, put a cleat down or something. You know what I'm saying? But it's cool. Whatever. It's all good. We lost. It's cool. But I will say that y'all are coming to Michigan. I'm sorry. Y'all are coming to Ohio State.
Baby.
I wish.
Coming to Columbus.
I wish we was going to the big house for this game because I want it to happen. I want the flag to be planted in said middle of the field and everybody just walk the fuck off. And y'all can take it what y'all want because it's the Ohio State flag planted in that motherfucker. I don't care how bad y'all get. I don't care that y'all talking about firing y'all coach. Y'all don't have the same players.
They talking about fire? I was just.
Yeah, they talking about getting rid of him. They talking about because Michigan. I mean, it's
I told you what I tell you. I said
yeah.
He's gonna make it past next year.
I don't care. He gonna make it to the game. He gonna make it to the game, and that's where I want it. That's exactly where I want
crying and shit.
That's exactly where I want it.
Looking like Steve.
That's where I want it. That's where I want it. Hot damn it.
Low key, the new interview coach, the Indiana coach.
Yeah, probably so. But yeah, it's dope to see Colorado do their thing, man. College football is booming right now. This 12-game playoff, like I couldn't imagine BYU being top 10, right? You know what I'm saying? I mean, Iowa State, the Junior Tornadoes, they went from top 10 and not mention it all.
I know. You're still 25.
Yeah. How'd that feel?
Don't feel good.
Yeah.
You're still ranked.
It's an outside.
No. Don't you do that. Don't you do that.
I don't have a problem with that.
No. Don't you do that. You let him wallow in his sorrow.
Now.
And his trash.
Selfishly,
being 25, being 25th.
Selfishly, I need Colorado to lose one.
And I hope they don't.
So
I want y'all out of ranking. I want y'all to lose the rest of y'all games. I want your quarterback to get benched. I want your wide receiver to hurt his toe, that he would hurt his chances to go to the NFL.
Like turf toe?
Yeah, get turf toe. He'll be all right. By the time the combine happens, he'll be fine. Yeah. I want rain on y'all games. I want the football to be loose. You can't throw it. I want vision to be blurry. I want meningitis to happen to your quarterback, and he gets better at the end of the season. I want your coach to.
I don't want any of these things because these stuff like this would happen to us. So
no. I want clear skies for Ohio State. The Ohio State Buckeyes.
NBA discussion. Embiid fighting reporters.
I don't have no problem with that.
You do?
I don't. If Daryl, if I'm talking to you,
Here we go.
right? If I'm talking to you, Daryl, and I say,
Here we go.
I say, Daryl, let's talk about can we talk about your daughter for a second? Matter of fact, let me ask you a question about your wife. Yep. You kind of look at me, be like, wait, what? Like, no, like it has become
He can't
like
put his hands on him though.
Yeah, that's
bro, if I ask you, okay, hold on. If I ask you about your mama, your father, if I start going in detail about
cases,
no, but you can't. But this is human to human things. Like you can't. You can't hide behind a recording.
No.
Right?
Wait.
You got to answer for that shit.
Wait.
I don't have a problem
I
with
guess
it.
this goes back to Charles Barkley, and I'm not a role model and all that.
I mean,
but they are professionals in a professional setting. Like,
so where does accountability come from? The motherfucker that asked him the questions.
No. He was mad about the guy's article originally.
But you gonna ask?
It was fucked up him using the death of his.
Like what you expect to happen?
His child, right?
yeah. No. There's two things can be wrong.
No, and he was right with the parts before that. If you read the article, him talking about how Embiid is not playing back to backs and he's being lazy and stuff is correct.
Now Embiid brought that on himself.
But the part bringing up his
and the 76ers, who are a bigger piece of this that aren't talked about, should not have even let that be known. Like we would have been fine. Think about this. Think about this. Think about this. We would have been fine going through this season because we're what 10 games into the season right now. Shout out to the Cavs. I ain't gonna do it.
We got the segment.
It's all good. It's all good. Shout out to y'all. Y'all did y'all thing. Y'all been doing y'all thing. But what I would say is like, dog, like we wouldn't have known. Nobody would have known that shit, right? Outside of the people who are invested in that. But
I think because of
he hasn't played healthy for years.
But don't they have to because of the injury report?
You got to end because of a certain percentage of your games have to be for you to be like first team.
Right. But let us find that out. Let the people, let the fans find that out. Let the world find that out.
I think they have to at least let the league know though.
Right. Okay. But at the same time.
No. I'm pretty sure.
Right.
There's a rule.
But what I'm saying is, since he got live, let's say he's Embiid. Let's say, no, hold on. Let's say you the person I answer to, and I'm the Philadelphia 76ers person. Hey, look, Embiid hurt and shit. He ain't gonna pay back to backs. You gonna say, okay, that's gonna be the end of it. To a motherfucker that watches the game on a regular, he ain't gonna care until Daryl. Yeah, man, I ain't playing back to back. So you know what I'm saying.
But wait,
it hit different
because fans buy tickets. And some of these games are televised.
True.
I am pretty sure because they have a TV deal, a rights deal.
I'm sure it'll get out.
That they had to. That it has to be known.
I'm sure it will get out.
I'm not gonna go to a fucking game if it's a back to back.
Okay.
You don't even know which one on the back to back you're gonna play though. That's the trick.
On podcast, we definitely discuss healing. We discuss aspects of psychology. We discuss you becoming the best you, mental wellness,
for sure,
health.
Femininity. Parenthood, dating,
definitely dating,
single parents, and it's from a lens of two psychologists,
Yeah.
So,
but also two people who grew up with both parents, married parents, and then you all know that Chloe and I are the youngest of our crews, her siblings and my siblings. So it's from that perspective.
Yeah, looking at life through that lens. Yeah. So you're gonna get a whole lot of things from us. From us being women, going through life as parents, and all of these awesome attributes. But yes, womanology, the study of women.
The study of women.
And then would you? Okay, let me ask you this: Would you have rather it gotten out how it gotten out by NBA, maybe by NBA execs or whatever, or would you have rather Embiid said it like he did?
Oh no, I definitely would have let.
There you go.
I would have let.
There you go. There he is. That's all it is. And also
the organization would have to put out an official email or something. It wouldn't have been
exactly.
It would have been an official email.
And B couldn't have done that.
Yeah.
And then Kawhi, same thing with Kawhi Leonard. Oh, weird. Let me chill.
Let's go back to the altercation.
Oh yeah.
Dude, now just because Embiid shouldn't have did it doesn't mean the guy didn't deserve it. The guy deserved it.
There you go. That's what I'm saying.
If you can keep your head, I'm gonna leave it at that.
He's not alpha.
He's not alpha.
So don't even. You ain't even. We ain't even got to go there. You ain't even got to go breaking down poems and shit.
He got to keep
not alpha.
his head though, man.
He not alpha. He didn't keep his head. Cause I'm gonna tell you right now, if a motherfucker coming to me talking about some, hey, well,
So you at Kip? Time out. You at a meeting at Kip?
Yeah.
And Trump just won. So one of them white boys that work for Kip too.
Yeah.
Say something sly. You gonna fight him in the thing?
That's different from him talking about my family, though.
Something sly about your son.
Oh yeah, it's over. It's over with. 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 Yeah, man.
He pressing charges the whole night.
Hey, it's over with. Drug his ass all through the motherfucking hallways.
All right. Well,
y'all just be like, Dosia, is this you on Voice of the People Instagram page?
Voice of the People.
I've been cheesing. Man is arrested for assaulting someone, and when they go into detail, because he said somebody's son. There you have it. So
you would be done with education. Nobody else will hire you.
I say that. No, because the state of education right now, I'm sure I'd be hired again. I ain't even gonna hold you, brother. I ain't gonna go into detail, but I would be hired again, I'm sure. Once they look at the docket of why was he arrested.
Wait a second.
Get that man an offer letter, please.
Hey, wait a second now. Department of Education going Trump president. You a black brother that fought somebody, a white dude at your job.
I'll go to it. Let me give you quiet.
You be homeschooling, motherfucker.
Let me be quiet. Let me be quiet.
I'm being honest. I'm like
to the wrong. It go viral for the wrong reason. I got to answer for that too, but I ain't gonna.
I'm like this a whole new climate we about to go into.
I ain't gonna go there. But I would not be worried that I wouldn't be able to get employment.
Gotcha. That would be the last thing on your mind.
That'd be the last thing on my mind.
Understood.
Cause walloping. I'm talking about dog walking. I'm talking about calling up niggas. Hey, sleep, tap. Hey, meet me up here real quick, bro. Buddy talking crazy.
Some people try to say Embiid did the same thing. In the comments said Embiid did the same thing. Paul George had to do to him twice. They was talking about Kawhi Leonard. They said Embiid it didn't happen to Paul George twice.
I feel so bad for Paul George. Paul George, he should have just went to the Lakers back in the day before, and not went to the Clippers, and his whole trajectory would be completely different. I'm gonna be real.
Why are we bringing up Kawhi Leonard?
You did earlier, actually. You called him weird.
But I caught myself and I stopped.
Okay.
Kawhi, I did. Why?
Hey, they are pissed. They are. That's like 7,000 views.
How?
Hey, the Kawhi reel.
How?
Has hate
the agent, not the player. Because if I'm Kawhi Leonard, I'm getting my money anyway.
No, I'm saying they mad at us for talking about that. Like he didn't finesse nobody.
He did. Duh. Hey man, listen. I don't own a team.
They said Ben Simmons is worse.
No.
They said Gordon Hayward. They listen to everybody.
Man, that was You gotta think about that. Now Ben Simmons, because a lot of some of you don't know if it was mental, if it was mayhem. Gordon Hayward, he
fucked up his leg, man.
He legit told them, "Hey, y'all ain't playing because he was when he was with the Thunder. How his exit happened was kind of But I'm gonna say Kawhi Leonard. I'm gonna stand on my 10 because, bruh, like if you're running an organization and you have Kawhi Leonard on your team, you have to pay that man, and he is not playing like at all.
I really forgot Gordon Hayward played for the Celtics.
Yeah,
that was the perfect place for him.
He was he was supposed to be Tatum.
But he was actually like contributing.
But he fucked his leg up.
Yeah,
against the Cavs. That's playing Cleveland.
Did he break his leg or something like that?
Yeah, it was crazy.
It was opening day.
Yeah, I remember that.
It was a real bad injury.
That's when Kyrie was there.
Yeah, it was opening day.
Yeah, that's crazy, man. But yeah, I think Kawhi Leonard is the worst superstar to have. Yeah, I think he's the worst superstar to have on your team.
Is he a Hall of Famer?
No. Who?
He got what?
Is Kawhi Leonard a Hall of Famer?
He has 3 rings or 2? 3. He got 3.
One with Toronto, 2 with
and 2 MVPs. He's a Hall of Famer.
2 Finals MVPs.
2 Finals MVPs. I mean,
what's your legacy of Kawhi Leonard? Because this we doing.
3
No, go ahead. Go ahead. You got the accolades of his awards. Why is he a Hall of Famer?
Because it's niggas with worse accolades in the Hall of Fame. There are niggas with worse accolades.
Give me somebody worse, somebody you knows in the Hall of Fame that should not be there based off what I'm saying about Kawhi Leonard.
But that's you.
Don't laugh it off because you can't name one.
But that's not the criteria that the Hall of Fame look at.
He only has 2 rings.
So he's got 2.
2 rings, but 2 NBA finals. 2 NBA finals.
2 rings, 2 final MVPs.
Okay, I'm gonna run through his career highlights just real quick. All right.
Name 5. Just name 5. I'll let you choose the 5 highlights.
6-time NBA All-Star.
When was his last All-Star appearance?
2024.
What?
He was voted.
He voted. Yeah, he couldn't play because of injury.
Because what? No. So wait, I didn't hear what you said. I just want to hear this.
And they all stay game.
No, hold on. What'd you say?
He couldn't play because of injury.
He couldn't play where? The All-Star game?
Yeah.
Oh, and then Team USA, he tried the trial as well, right?
He tried, but his body wouldn't hold up.
Sleepy.
You got
you doing?
If you go, some of this stuff is ill though. 3-time NBA All First Team.
Okay. Yep. I said choose 5.
Defensive Player of the Year.
That's 3.
Oh, then okay. Time out. 2 final MVPs and 2 times defensive player of the year and 2 rings.
Yep.
He getting in.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, 2. That's what I'm saying. 2 defensive players a year.
I don't like him, but he getting it. I'm being honest. You want me to lie or you want me to be honest?
If you a GM right now, and
I wouldn't. No, I don't want Kawhi at all.
Why?
Because he don't play.
But he's a defensive player of the year.
He played.
He's an all selective. What the
so
fuck
if he
you say?
No, I'm saying if he retired today,
he still make that.
He
make the Hall.
He got more rings than Paul Pierce.
Yeah.
More defensive player of the year than Paul Pierce. And 2 final MVPs.
Is Paul Pierce better than Kawhi Leonard?
Ooh, wait a minute. Where are we talking? Wait. We talking about like on the towards the end of Paul Pierce's career. Or we talking about like Washington Wizards Paul Pierce.
No.
Washington, he played for the Wizards.
Yeah, he did. He was nice for the Wizards too. Go look.
End of his career.
End of his career?
No, I'm talking about period.
Period.
Because he was a Celtic at first, I
Paul
thought.
Pierce is a Hall of Famer. So if you think Paul Pierce,
Kawhi's accolades are
they're killing
Paul Pierce's
accolades. I'm talking about watching them hoop though.
But that's not what gets you in the Hall of Fame. Accolades get you into the Hall of Fame.
I don't like that you're fanning for.
Oh, I'm not fanning.
Maybe the wrong word is fanning. But you're supporting this idea that he belongs in the Hall of Fame.
No, I'm being honest.
Yeah.
So would his resume also show that for the last when did he get a ring in Toronto?
2019.
Since 2019, since before COVID. And that's why you doing that little sheep ass smile. Because you know what I'm saying. Before COVID, right? And we go into this now. Kawhi Leonard.
Post ring, his career does not deserve to be in the Hall of Fame.
How many years he been in the league?
He has been in the league since 2011.
2011. Yeah. So
13 years.
13 years.
So,
3, 2. So you take away 5 of them years. That's when he was productive. Am I lying?
Yeah.
Yeah, but you put him in the Hall of Fame.
If he would have retired after winning that ring,
there's a poem. If we have a poem, if
we do.
Somebody's alpha. Yeah. If you just said it again. If I was a millionaire, I'd have a boat right now.
Is the All-Star Game MVP?
It's Garnett. Well, how many rings Garnett got? The one. He got better accolades than Garnett.
So that's what you're doing.
Because
we always talk about now rings. Because if that's the case, I
didn't say rings. That was just one of them. But I'm talking about 2 final MVPs.
And 2 rings.
I'm talking about 2 times defensive player of the year. So
you also would put Kawhi Leonard. You pick Kawhi Leonard as well.
Oh
no! If you're a GM.
Okay, come on. Currently, no, I would not pick him currently. I wouldn't pick James Harden either. But 5 years ago, give me James Harden.
Is James Harden in the Hall of Fame?
Yeah.
But we going the Houston years,
Them Houston years, bro.
So if we going off that, then I guess put him in the Hall of Fame. If we going off when he was actually a Spurs player for the Spurs,
and that year in Toronto.
Come on, man. You.
But I'm being honest though. I don't like Kawhi Leonard. That nigga weird.
Ain't got nothing to do with weird. He's on court presence. He's not there.
But when he was there, he was there.
They opened a whole new
I will say this.
Clippers stadium based off him being there, and he ain't played anything.
I don't think he deserved the first Finals MVP he got.
How the fuck did he make it to Team USA tryouts? Can we talk about that? Who needs to be fired for that?
He made it off his resume.
No resume. He wasn't playing. He didn't play. How did you make? How? If I'm sitting somewhere, if I'm Steve Ballmer,
Paul Pierce got some nice accolades though.
If I'm Steve Ballmer and I'm sitting somewhere in my Steve Ballmer life, and I get a phone call and that says, "Hey, Kawhi Leonard has been called to Team USA," and if I'm Steve Ballmer, I'm like, who's flying the plane? Fly the plane back to the US. Don't even land that motherfucker.
I put it to you like this: Paul Pierce made it in, even though them Brooklyn and them other years,
Clippers years,
was horrible. But they based it upon when he was good. Because if you base it off of if it's like fuck what you did in the beginning, how did you end? A lot of motherfuckers wouldn't
on the bench. Because I could play, but I was gonna try to. What would that have looked like if he
Paul Pierce this though? He played a lot of games. Like he didn't bullshit around. He played 82 games.
No. Paul, listen,
like 6 times.
Listen,
like every game he played.
I don't like Paul Pierce as well, but he could hoop. I never called him the truth, but that they stabbed him in his own city. They
definitely did, and he survived that shit.
He survived.
Kawhi Leonard Hall of Fame, y'all motherfuckers.
That boy so disgruntled.
All right, last up, Cleveland Cavaliers.
Who'd have thought?
Defeated.
Who'd have thought?
10-0, man.
Hey, man, listen.
I didn't think Sexton and Spider was going.
Sexton gone, man.
Not Sexton.
Sexton
I'm sorry.
Garland.
I didn't think that Spider and Garland would mesh so well, but they figured it out.
They listen.
They figured it out. They beat the shit out of Golden State, and Golden State's a good team this year. Beat the shit out them boys.
They got the best record in the West.
Who?
Golden State.
Really?
This is the first time since 2018.
No.
Look it up.
Really?
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie, man. I'm also
Golden State's number one in the West.
But how do you think it's gonna end? Your top 3 in NBA East right now.
We gonna end up getting hurt because this is what happens.
What the what?
Listen, that's just how my team go. Because
who getting hurt? Why?
I'm being honest. The Celtics would be number one if Jaylen Brown wasn't hurt. Jaylen Brown was missing like the last 5 games.
No, he played last night against.
That's his first game back.
Oh shit.
He on my fantasy team. That's how I know this.
Oh shit.
He on my fantasy team. If Jaylen Brown would have been playing some of them games that the Celtics lost, they probably would have won.
I mean, again, the Cavaliers are doing this motion offense that just
looks so good, dog.
Everybody moving. And that's how the game
looks so good.
They're tapped in. The Cavaliers are tapped into what the game is moving, what the game is right now. So you got, so you don't see, and correct me if I'm wrong, you don't see as much as Jared Allen than you see. What's the other big boy?
They both play at the same time. Evan
Mobley. So, but more active. You'll probably see Mobley catch a pass from free throw extended versus like
Jared Allen's just there for rebounds and defense.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah. So it's a different kind of catalog. While you got Donovan.
Mobley looks great.
Who's the other kid? The one from the Pacers that went over there. They had the heart issue or something. He came from the Nets. He had like a heart sensation.
Oh my God!
I forgot his name.
Tip of my fucking tongue.
He's on the starting 5.
He's on my fantasy team.
He's also a sleeper that I did not think would be as fucking dominant as he has been.
Give me a moment, because I like him enough that I drafted him. So.
But also since we on the NBA real quick, I'm really this next game with the Mavericks and Golden State Warriors.
LeVert,
yeah, he's been balling. That motherfucker been balling.
Yeah, he took that starting spot because they had him on the bench at first. Dean Wade was starting at first.
Well, remember that because they didn't know what was going to happen with his heart when he got. Shout
out to Dean Wade though. That's one. He my fourth favorite white boy in the NBA.
Boy, he been balling. LeVert has been balling.
I miss Laurie Markkanen.
Who's your favorite to come out the East now?
I'm gonna say Cleveland.
We 10 games in.
I'm gonna say Cleveland, but it's gonna be Boston. But I'm gonna say Cleveland, but it's gonna be Boston.
Damn.
I hate Boston, but it's gonna be
about for you.
From out the East?
Yeah.
How can you not say Boston, bro? They clicking like Jalen.
They still competing, and Brown missed like 4 games.
Jalen hooping.
He missed 4 games.
Tatum hooping. The white boy Pritchard hooping. Like they ain't even got no for real. Horford hooping. Horford, give me.
Hey, listen, man.
Boy,
Horford,
40-something years old.
He done look internet could, bro.
Is he 40? Is Horford 40? How old is Horford?
39, 38, 39.
They ain't gonna talk about Brian though.
I mean,
it's a different level.
Brian leading the team.
I get it. Yeah.
Horford is
as far as out the West. As far as the West, I'm a Lakers fan, but I'm honest. Out the West,
Westbrook been balling.
He has, but
who would have thought
he balling on a team that look like they moving in cruise control. They ain't really.
Well, Murray was hurt. They were hurt.
Yep, he's 38.
38. Okay, well,
Jamal Murray was out.
And then AD is off and on. I don't know.
I think AD gonna miss the next game. He got hit in the face. I saw that. He got to go to testing his eyes. Injuries happen. That's the point that I'm trying to make.
What about in the West? What do y'all got in the West?
I'm gonna say OKC
over Golden State. They hooping right now, man.
I mean, they are. And I'm gonna tell you what. I didn't think Buddy Hield was gonna be what
that was a good pickup.
I hate that, man. I'm not saying I hate that, but I'm hurt. You know what I'm saying?
That was a good.
But
did they play to the last night?
Who?
Golden State and Dallas.
Yeah, they play either tonight or
they
this
play.
week.
They play soon.
They play tonight this week. But yeah, I didn't think Golden State was gonna be popping like they was. I think that the Lakers. I don't know. This shit got me stressed out. Well,
the Lakers are playing well, bro. D-Lo, this is the best D-Lo been in a long time. He played. So D'Angelo ain't been playing good.
I'm not saying that. But why are we doing this? We doing this again?
Has he been playing good or not?
He been playing good. There's the answer to your question.
All right.
You see, the thing is, y'all don't know about Sleepy.
I am trying to be optimistic.
Sleepy has a sarcastic look that nobody can catch. But he be like, but you got to know him to catch that shit. But it's okay. It's okay. Cleveland Cavaliers are doing their thing.
I'm really hoping
to answer your initial question.
That D-Lo continues to play.
I think that
he just not gonna listen.
I don't know, because they don't listen to. Because you got Kawhi Leonard as your fucking Hall of Famer.
He's not my Hall of Famer.
You said you would put him in the Hall of Fame.
I said he's gonna get in.
If it's your Hall of Fame, you gonna put him in the Hall of Fame.
I didn't say I'm talking about the current real
No,
NBA Hall of Fame.
if you got a choice to put him in the Hall of Fame, you put him in the Hall of Fame based on what this man just told you. That's what you said.
Based upon his accolades.
That's what you said.
I'm standing on that.
That's what you said.
Because because I'm fair and balanced. Just because I don't like him don't mean I can't give him his props. At one point he was hooping. Now he's not. Now he didn't finesse the
who your person at the West Coast?
He just gonna ignore me?
No, I'm not, because you said enough.
I'm going OKC.
Yeah, hell yeah.
They're too young. I don't believe it.
If Chet Holmgren is better, they'll be fine, because can't nobody guard them. If they're too young, it's a difference between being too young and being fucking unguardable. They do an offense similar to y'all's, but where everybody gets a chance for ISO. So, for example, set pick, and here come Daryl, ISO with whoever. Like, can't nobody guard them on one-on-ones. Now, I don't know what the fuck it'll look like in the playoffs, but right now, my sleeper team is gonna be the Dallas Mavericks. That's my sleeper team that I can see.
Was it in the finals last year?
Yeah.
No love for Sacramento. No love for the Kings.
It's like
they young.
Nah, it's not
OKC
that
not young. Okay,
it's not that young. It's not that. Well, first of all, OKC beat the shit out of them a couple.
Oh, they did.
Yeah. So like, and they ain't got no Sabonis. They chance was last year. Y'all couldn't beat Golden State when it mattered. Well, they did beat them when it mattered. I'm sorry, but then they lost to it wasn't the Lakers. Who they lose to last year? I forgot.
They lost. I don't even remember.
Anyways, man. So there we have it.
All right, you want to talk about Plies for the final one?
Oh my God!
What happened to Plies?
Plies had a song back in the day called "Me and My Goons."
Yeah,
it has the same beat as Pretty Boy Swag.
Oh,
and the same beat.
I see some of that. He's suing Meg Thee Stallion now.
Yeah, all of them. Meg, Cardi B,
Glorilla. For Bodak Yellow and Glorilla too.
Originally, did he sue?
I think Soulja Boy is involved in this too.
Yeah, I'm saying, but did he sue Soulja Boy originally, like back in the day?
No,
nah.
But this is probably why. That song was like Pretty Boy Swag was college popular. Right. Yeah. 106 and Park popular. Yep. Glorilla is getting like she moving. Because of Meg and Cardi hopping on that remix.
Hey, if you ain't ever heard Me and My Goons, that motherfucker go hard.
Oh yeah, I love that song.
Straight up.
It's off of The Realest.
Yeah.
I mean, it seems real. I don't even want to talk bad about Plies because he was with Kamala. You see this? Plies was with this. Yeah. So he my brother. My brother in Kamala. That's my nigga. But
putting that nigga in the Hall of Fame.
You still mad about that? Yeah. We talking about Plies.
I fuck with Plies, but
hopefully this works out outside the court and they just settle. Yeah,
that's how it's gonna happen. If something does happen,
just give him his space.
But yeah, man. So there you have it.
Yeah. Where can people hit you up at, Dosia?
On Facebook or on Instagrams. Apparently, I'm on Threads. I didn't know that. But y'all go see my little Instagram thing on the little thing. So I don't need to spell it out for you.
What about you?
You can hit me up on Instagram and X. I'm back on there causing havoc, talking bad about Trumpers and MAGAs. I'm back in my.
I want y'all to ask.
I'm
this
back in my.
man
I don't give a fuck bag.
why he
right
would
now.
put Kawhi Leonard in the Hall of Fame. I want y'all to ask this man that.
And I'm gonna tell you,
I
just
want
look
y'all
up
to.
his resume.
I want y'all to. He did his resume post COVID.
But it's
Because after COVID, he got sick and just ain't did shit.
Resume pre-COVID is what he means. But
And he been in the league 11 years.
He'll make it.
He's gonna make it.
6 years he been active hooping, and the less he just said fuck it.
He did.
And he signed, what was it, 60 million? 60 million. Something around there crazy.
And stop being so angry because we don't like Kawhi. Y'all. Somebody put a paragraph in that motherfucker.
Oh,
like,
damn, I didn't see
and
that.
responded with a paragraph. I'm like, damn.
Damn.
But no, but no, seriously. The last, I'm getting some flowers. The love that y'all have shown us of these last 2 episodes has been amazing. So I hope that continues.